Hey everybody, Will Davis with the Monroe County Reporter, and here are some of the top stories you'll read when you pick up a copy of this week's Monroe County Reporter. A Monroe County inmate, Albert Booz, already waiting trial for killing a jailer in Bibb County, now faces charges here after he attacked a jailer and his cellmate last week. Albert Booz is 30 years old. Back in April, he is accused of killing a Bibb County jailer. He was in the Monroe County Jail where he's awaiting trial when his cellmate asked deputies to move Mr. Booz, saying that he couldn't handle living with his cellmate anymore. When jailers began to open the cell, that's when Mr. Booz seized his opportunity, reportedly. He tried to use a folding chair on his cellmate and bit another deputy. He now faces multiple felony charges for the outburst and has now been placed on jail restriction, less free time out of his cell while they deal with it. Mr. Booz is still in the Monroe County Jail. See more details in this week's Reporter. A Juliette mother was sentenced to 20 years in prison last week for abusing her 3-month-old baby, back in 2017. Rachel Stone was tried for aggravated battery and cruelty to children against her then 3-month-old baby girl. Monroe County deputies went to her house back in August of 2017, and the baby was vomiting blood, was in very bad shape. They had to bag the baby, breathe for the baby with a bag, and the little baby was eventually put on a ventilator. One of its arms were broken. During the trial, Ms. Stone testified in her behalf, says she doesn't really know what happened. Judge Tommy Wilson wasn't satisfied with that answer. He threw the book at her, 20 years to serve. She'll probably serve almost all of that, and you'll find more details on that story in this week's Reporter.
Hi, my name is Terry Johnson and I write Monroe Outdoors for the Reporter. Since we are on the cusp of the opening of the 21-22 deer hunting season, I thought this would be an excellent time to look at what we did last year in the state of Georgia and in Monroe County. So in this week's article, you will find out how many deer were shot in the state of Georgia and also how many deer were shot in Monroe County. In addition, I'm going to let people know exactly how the Department of Natural Resources arrives at these figures and how the participation of hunters like you and me contribute greatly to the accuracy of these surveys. I hope that you will read the article this week. I think you will find that this was time well spent if you do.
Whenever I go camping at High Falls State Park, I always make sure to bring the Reporter so I don't miss anything. You should too. Subscribe to the Reporter today.
Well, there's been a lot of talk about fake news lately, and the Reporter wants to get in on the fun. We will be featuring one fake news story in every week's broadcast, but it's up to you, viewers, to figure out which one is the fake story. So as you watch the video unfold, see if you can pick out which fake story is fake, and then comment in the comments below, and we'll see who wins. Thanks for watching the report.
Hi, this is Donna Wilson with the Monroe County Reporter Incident of the Week. A tractor trailer parked in front of the turning lane in front of Royal 7 on September 21st caught the attention of Officer Arthur Musselman, who parked behind the truck and walked to speak to the driver, but found the cab was empty. He then returned to his patrol car and waited for the driver to return. Shortly thereafter, the driver exited the convenience store and Musselman asked to see his license, which dispatch said had been suspended by Florida for non-judgmental determination. The driver said that he was unaware of the suspension. He was cited for parking in the road and driving on a suspended license, then released. The tractor trailer was towed and impounded.
Well, if you live long in Forsyth and Monroe County, you may have noticed there's a bit of a iron dome over the city where you don't have very good cell service if you're a Verizon customer. Well, Monroe County Commissioner George Imami says things are about to get much better. This newspaper has already reported the new tower that was erected over on Montpelier Road at the county's maintenance shed back in June. They said it would be turned on in about 2 months. It's been 4 months, but now Imami says by the end of October that tower will be turned on and will bring and deliver good cell service to Forsyth. We shall see. We'll be watching here at the Reporter for you, our readers.
Hey y'all, it's Tammy Rafferzeter with the Monroe County Reporter. Welcome to this week's Classifieds. In autos this week, we have a 2015 red Chevy Spark. It has low miles, is in excellent condition, and has no accidents. It's located in Juliette. Call 478-994-8838. The Holiday Inn Express is seeking room attendants. Starting pay is $11 an hour. Apply in person at 520 Holiday Circle in Forsyth. There are 2 yard sales this week. There's a huge yard sale at Bryant Collision on Saturday, October 9th from 8 a.m. till noon. And there's a multi-family community yard sale at Bellwood Subdivision off of Bunn Road in Forsyth. This one is also on Saturday from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Remember, although papers are now $2 in stores and racks, you can still get yours for under $1 by subscribing at www.mymcr.net and having the paper delivered directly to your mailbox. Thanks for reading. Y'all have a fantastic week.
Well, in this week's Reporter, find out when the new Starbucks will open in Forsyth. And also we have this bulletin from the Monroe County Restaurant Association. The restaurants of Forsyth and Monroe County have announced that henceforth, as the Starbucks opens, their coffee will be $10 a cup to compete with this new Seattle company establishing a restaurant in town. So, find out all about that in this week's Reporter. In sports, well, the Mary Persons Bulldogs did not have a happy homecoming playing Crisp County Friday night. They suffered a pretty ugly defeat, but they'll look to get back on track on Friday against Pike County. Find out all the prospects for that game and more in this week's Reporter. On a happier note, the halftime show, the homecoming queen was crowned. She is Campbell Brown, and you'll see a terrific photo by our own Russ Campbell on the cover of this week's paper. Find out all about that. Plus, the Mercer Bears are having a great football season, and they hosted the Sanford Bulldogs on Saturday night. The reporter crews were there. We have lots of video, and the Bears pulled out the victory. And even more significantly, 2 Mary Persons Bulldogs played against each other. Luke Byrne, a former MP lineman, and Nate Howard, also a former offensive lineman for the Bulldogs. They were on opposite sides this time, but gathered for a photo after the game. See that and much more in this week's Reporter.
Welcome to Baby's Daddy's Kitchen, and we're cooking with Corona. Another favorite in Monroe County is the peanut butter and banana sandwich. You start with 2 pieces of bread, a jar of peanut butter, and a banana. When you get your peanut butter, you get you a little bit up out of there, or a lot, depending on how thick you want it. Slap it on the bread. Then you get your banana, you peel it, throw it on your sandwich, and there we go. Peanut butter and banana sandwich. And it's also nutritional and tasty.